out of the blue corner. He wears the solid blue trunks and weighed in tonight at 135 pounds. As a professional, he stands undefeated at 31 victories, no defeats, with 15 victories by way of knockout. From Houston, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning WBA lightweight world champion, Juan Baby Bull Diaz. And across the ring, his adversary fights out of the red corner, wearing the yellow, green, and blue. He weighs in too at 135 pounds. His professional record stands near perfect at 38 victories, 1 defeat, with 32 victories by way of knockout. From Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 4-time world champion and 2-time defending WBO lightweight world champion, Acelino Freitas.
Go in your corner for a minute. Stay in your corner till everybody gets out. Stay in your corner for a sec. Yeah. Okay. Good, gentlemen. We went over the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Fuimos juntos. Quiero una pelea limpia. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a los dos. Touch them up.
So we are set. 12 rounds. Acelino Freitas, 31 years of age. Had 78 wins as an amateur. His older brother, Luis Claudio, a 1992 Olympian for Brazil at 112 pounds. Juan Diaz turned pro at the age of 16. Had to wait 3 fights before being able to fight in the United States, several days after his 17th birthday. The 6th defense of his belt for Diaz. Michael Ortega has everybody set, and this should be a good one. Round number 1. Freitas told us yesterday he wants to come out and test the younger Diaz, put some pressure on him. Diaz always coming forward, as is his style.
Diaz is coming out strong, but you know, he needs to make sure that it's a controlled aggression. He's coming in with his hands up, which is good. He knows he wants to put pressure on Freitas.
Hand from Acelino Freitas. Diaz, who was born in Houston, lived in Mexico for a while, has dual citizenship, says, sometimes I lose my patience and the Mexican in me, the machismo comes out. I've got to avoid those moments.
Got to control his inner Mexican, but right now it's running wild. Juan Diaz is an aggressive fighter. This is the biggest fight of his life, and he means business. He's come out, set a very fast pace.
We talked with Freitas yesterday. Right hand cross by Diaz.
Freitas needs to stay away from the ropes because that's when he's getting caught.
And he's going straight back, and he eats a right hand. We spoke with him yesterday. We asked about his style. Good counter shot by Freitas and how he's not nearly as aggressive. He says, I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit wiser, working with Oscar Suarez. I want to fight to preserve myself. He said, hey, if Brazil beats Argentina 1-0, it's still a win. It's soccer. Nice combination by Freitas.
Freitas is really digging with his shots, unlike we've seen in recent fights. And that's because Juan Diaz is forcing him to fight.
Good left hand to the body, then a left hand to the head by Freitas.
See, this is where he needs to move away from the rope. Freitas can't be caught on the ropes, especially when against a guy that's being aggressive, because to the judges, it looks like he's putting him against the ropes and he's putting the pressure on him and winning the fight.
Alex, it seems that at least there, a good hook to the body again. It seems that Freitas is doing a much better job of placing his punches here in round one.
Yeah, it's easy to place your punches when a guy's in front of you all the time, so you can know where to put your shots.
Diaz said, I cannot let my punches get smothered. They did there, chopping right from Diaz. But again, Freitas busier and more accurate. Good work rate for Acelino Freitas in round number one.
Relax, relax. You're doing fine. It's very important for you. You don't have to resolve everything in one punch. It's a long fight. Relax. Use cross him, right hook. Use your right hand. Your red connect one.
All them little small punches they're doing, don't let him do that. You got to go 3-4 punches and then just walk around it. Step around it. Remember how you do the body bag with Creed? You make the step, he's right on the rope. So as soon as you make that turn, come up with that uppercut. Okay, I got it, I got it. All right?
One, relax.
I heard Ronnie Shields in the corner of Diaz, some of the things they worked on with your man moving, how to deal with that.
And especially, you know, what he says, when he gets him on the ropes, throw that combination we've been working on. So Freitas doesn't need to be on the ropes right now. He's a good boxer, he's a good athlete, got good legs. That's what he needs to do. Keep the fight in the center of the ring.
How do you do that when a guy is on-rushing as Diaz is?
Well, you just think of being a matador and the other guy's a bull. Push him to a side, push him to the other side. Keep pushing him to a side.
Nice stiff jab there by Diaz, stepping in with his jab. Again, that left hook to the body, underneath the elbow. Right hand block by Diaz. Good stiff jab by Freitas.
After a tremendous first round, largely because Freitas was pinned on the ropes, he has seemed to make that adjustment and is having a better round as a result.
According to CompuBox, Freitas threw 87 punches a round. The lightweight average is about 65. In his lackluster win against Zahir Rahim a year ago, he only averaged throwing 45 a round. He said he was ready for this fight. Mentally, said it would be an emotional night for me.
Diaz throws a good power jab in there. And when you're throwing a good power jab in there, you know, and you're getting through with it, double it up, triple it up.
Freitas with a strong fan base. You'd say, how does a guy from Brazil have a strong fan base in Connecticut? But in that greater Boston area, a lot of Brazilian Americans have made the trip to see Popo. Diaz trying to get his left hand working.
Another reason that Freitas may be willing to take more chances in this fight is because Diaz lacks punching power. He breaks you down slowly over the course of the fight. There's no one punch that Freitas has to be overly concerned with at a given moment.
Steady guide of those hooks to the body by Freitas. And as Diaz's wont, he just continues to move forward. Freitas blocking a lot of that. Diaz opening up.
And you can see Diaz definitely listened to his corner. As soon as he got Freitas against the ropes, he worked. That's what you're supposed to do, because he has nowhere to back up to, nowhere to go. That's where you get all your punches in and score your points.
We also saw the veteran Freitas take some of that punishment and let a right go that just missed. Now Freitas goes back to work. We have a good left hand on the inside.
See what Diaz is doing wrong? He's punching, he's staying in the pocket of Freitas, so Freitas knows where his head's at all times.
The guy's right there for you, you understand? Let me do the one. Hold this out. Look, the guy's right there for you, okay? Now listen, the jab was beautiful that round, okay? Don't let this guy, you let him get too many punches off, but at the end of the round, he's trying to steal the round from you, okay? That's just an old smart veteran trick. You understand? Now listen, when you hear that bell ring, you just start taking off the punches, all right? But look, stop standing right in front of him.
This is Diaz with his punches and bunches against the ropes, something he's been working on in camp. His trainer told him, as soon as Freitas gets against the ropes, work him. Throw that combination that I've been showing you.
Freitas tried to rally in those final 30 seconds of the round and possibly steal the round.
He didn't only try to rally, he hurt Diaz at the end of the second round.
Round number 3, scheduled for 12. Freitas comes out with that left hook to the body.
So far, Freitas has outclassed Diaz, though Diaz is putting forth a good effort. The question is, can Diaz's youth and energy and body punching, which we have not seen as consistent an effort from him as we're used to seeing, can those things overcome Freitas's advantages in power and technique and experience?
In fact, it's been Freitas who's been the busier to the body.
See, Diaz is making a mistake right now. He's just coming in and he's got his head in one position. He needs to throw some punches and move his head from side to side and not make it so easy for Freitas to hit him. As soon as Freitas goes to throw a punch, Diaz covers up, but his head and hands are in one position.
Nice combination by Diaz, scores to the head of Freitas. Freitas got tagged with a left as he tried to move away. There's a body shot from Diaz with the left and right.
That's much more typical of Diaz, digging the left hook to the body consistently.
Freitas feels that uppercut is working for him. That's why he hasn't stayed away from it. He's throwing an uppercut every time he gets against the ropes. He feels that Diaz puts his head down when he comes in, so he's going to be walking into that uppercut.
Does it look like Diaz has a little bit more rhythm in this round as far as a plan?
He knows what to do. He wants to get Freitas against the ropes, and then so he can throw his combinations, and that's a good plan. Doesn't want Freitas right now to outbox him in the middle of the ring. So he wants to get him against the ropes where he can't move so he can do his punishment and throw punches and bunches.
He's being met with the fierce resistance that I referred to. He's going to have to overcome it here. Diaz, that is. It's a terrific fight so far.
Well, we have seen this from Freitas before. Quick starts, especially in the Corrales fight where he gave up as it wore down.
Corrales has that great equalizer power in both hands. Diaz does not.
There's Freitas trying to steal the round, but Diaz listens to Ronnie Shields and responds as well.
What a round! Wow.
The fight is on. Immediately following our telecast, stay tuned for a replay of last week's episode of De La Hoya Mayweather 24/7. The next installment of this series premieres tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. And you can catch the finale of this four-part uncensored all-access look into the lives and training camps of both fighters Thursday night at 9:30. Only 2 days before next Saturday's Mega Showdown, live on pay-per-view. And we'll have a live conversation with Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather after Freitas and Diaz. Juan Diaz did not allow Freitas to steal that last round at the end. Harold Letterman, how do you have it scored through 3?
Okay, Bob, 29-28 2 rounds to 1, Acelino Freitas. But the first 2 rounds, Acelino Freitas moved. He let out the ropes, but at least he got the hell out of the way when Diaz rushed him. And he lands a tremendous uppercut. The guy's got an uppercut that's a thing of beauty. But then in round 3, he stayed in one place on the ropes and Diaz hammered him. Bob, watch the way Acelino Freitas cries to the referee. He did it in round 3 already, complaining about headbutts. He does it in every fight. In every fight, I guarantee he's going to do it again. 2-1, Acelino Freitas.
All right, we'll keep our eye on that as Diaz continues to press forward. All right, Lennox, you're in the ring against a guy that just wants to bull rush you. What does Freitas need to do to stop that?
Well, he's doing the right thing. Side-to-side movement, showing him different angles, and meeting him with that uppercut. Because when a guy's bending down and coming into you quite aggressively, meet him with those uppercuts because he's going to walk right into it.
The body shot by Diaz moved Freitas off the ropes.
Freitas seems quite happy to be on the ropes. It kind of reminds me of the Brazilian rope-a-dope.
What's so excellent about this fight so far is it's difficult to say what the story is. Is this Freitas picking apart Diaz as Diaz rushes forward and Freitas counters with power shots? Or is this Freitas being worn down by a young, aggressive guy? The course of this fight is unclear, but it's action all the way.
My guess is once we get to around 7 or 8, we'll get an idea of where Freitas stands.
See, Diaz is just working right there. You know, he looks like definitely he's been working in the gym on the heavy bag, and that's what you need to do. Think of this guy as a heavy bag. Remember all the combinations that you threw, and just do the same thing in the ring.
And Freitas seems content to stay in front of Diaz. Once again, Juan Diaz will just move forward. Body shot by Freitas, right on the belt line. Michael Ortega says keep it up.
Freitas should use that jab a little more to help keep Diaz off of him.
Not the same pace as we had in the first 3 rounds. Right hand backing away by Freitas.
This is where he's trying to steal the round. But Diaz is not letting him steal this round.
Diaz heeding the advice of Ronnie Shields, his trainer.
There's nothing wrong with your jab, baby. Look, anytime you want to hit this guy, you can hit him with the jab, all right? I gotta have the jab going. I gotta stay busy. I want you to stay busy this round with the jab, all right? Now look, when you do get in close, if you throw a hook at it from the outside, we can't do that. We gotta stay close to him.
You already know the guy. Now I want short punches. Work inside. Bring the fight inside.
Trading against the ropes, Lennox. Not a lot of clean shots. That was at the end of the round.
No, it looked more like a rally, just trying to realize that he had 5 seconds left, so he just wanted to get in 5 or 6 punches.
He didn't want Freitas to take the play away at the end of the round.
Round number 5 scheduled for 6. 12-round showdown between Acelino Freitas and Juan Diaz.
You know, Freitas has hurt Diaz in this fight, end of the 2nd round. And Diaz presents Freitas with plenty of counter-punching opportunities. But Freitas at lightweight has not been the puncher that he was at junior lightweight, fighting smaller guys. And Juan Diaz is a big lightweight.
We heard in the corner, Freitas' camp say, let's shorten up the punches a little bit, Lennox. What do they mean by that?
Well, they're saying he's punching a bit too wide. Right now, he needs to shorten it up. And oh, here's a good combination.
Diaz stepped in with a combination and hurt
Freitas is hurt.
He's trying to hold on for dear life. Diaz stepped in with a combination and Freitas is hurt. The baby bull trying to finish off Popo.
And Diaz walked through some big shots from Freitas to land that shot that hurt Freitas.
Another combination by Diaz. Right hand to the chin. Good uppercut by Diaz.
The last time Freitas was in big trouble like this, he quit.
And let me tell you, Freitas is breathing hard.
And he was stung by the criticism and the weight of his quitting against Corrales. And here he has a chance to redeem himself. He has not quit yet.
In this venue at Foxwoods.
This is a situation where Diaz needs to go back to the body and throw that combination, do that gym work that his trainer was telling him to do. As soon as he gets against the ropes like this, throw that combination that he's been throwing against the bag.
Diaz with another combination. Approaching a half minute to go here in the fifth. Not a lot of zip on those Freitas punches now.
Not at all.
Even earlier when he was really unloading, Diaz was walking through them.
As Diaz let an opportunity slip by. Tremendous round number 5 for Juan Diaz. As he hurt Acelino Freitas.
Breathe deeply. How are you feeling? Okay. Listen to me. He gave everything he had. He gave everything he had. This guy is not intelligent. You have to be intelligent. Work the body first.
Combination from Freitas, and then Diaz went to work on Freitas. Diaz responding with huge power shots that hurt Freitas.
And here comes Diaz. Controlled aggression. You see, when you're in this kind of position, you got to take your time and pick your punches when the guy's hurt. That just shows the youth in him.
Called Diaz a singles hitter, and he hit some doubles in that round.
"15 knockouts on his resume in the 31 wins. We talked about his lack of pure power, but in volume, it wears an opponent down. Lennox says, Ronnie Shields told Diaz early in the fight, use the jab more. He's used the jab more, and it's paid dividends for him.
It has. He's doing it in a good way because it's a power jab. It's a stopping jab. It's a driving jab. Drives Freitas right back to the ropes, and that's where he can administer his combination punching.
And Freitas tries that hook to the body.
Diaz knows he wants Freitas against the ropes because he's had great results from that.
And he whips a couple of combinations that snap back the head of Freitas.
Freitas showing a bit that he's a bit tired. Anytime you see a boxer grabs his trunks and pull them down, he's always trying to get as much air into his body as possible.
It just looks like Freitas is running out of gas here, Lennox.
Yeah, he definitely looks a bit tired, a bit winded. He's allowing Diaz to come in and catch him with these jabs.
If you're the opponent of a guy that looks tired, though, do you have to be cautious in your attack?
Well, at this time, you do have to be cautious, but still, realizing he's tired, make him even more tired. Punch him in the stomach even more. Make him think about that stomach punches, and he doesn't want to get hit. Diaz throws a good right hand too, because it's worked for him and paid dividends for him as well.
Freitas swore that he was really ready to fight, and Diaz is a guy who will find out about you, and so far Freitas has shown that he is willing to fight over the first half of the fight. But with a pressure fighter and volume puncher like Diaz, kind of breaks your spirit over the course of the fight. How much fight will Freitas have left in the second half?
You know that Diaz is one that does not back down. Well, 24/7 has been an outstanding program chronicling the big fight next week between Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has talked about his influence in becoming a great champion on 24/7.
My dad was real hard on me, I couldn't make no mistakes. You know, if I make a mistake, you know, my dad, you know, kind of, you know, cuss me out, slap me, check me, chastise me, put me in my place. No pain, no gain. See, that's something that I installed in him. Whether he said it or not, it's something that I installed in him.
You can catch a replay of last week's episode of De La Hoya Mayweather 24/7 tonight. Following our telecast, the next episode premieres tomorrow night at 10:30 and the finale on Thursday night at 9:30. Later tonight, both Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather will join us from their respective camps to talk about 24/7 and next Saturday night's mega showdown.
Those malaprops from Floyd Sr. are great because they make sense. No pain, no game. I guess that could work, and something he installed in him. I guess that works too.
Install or instill. Let's get a look at Harold Letterman's scorecard.
Okay, Bob, I got it 57-57, 3 rounds apiece, all even, but I gotta tell you, rounds 5 and 6 went to Juan Diaz, so that just goes to show where the momentum in this fight is. Acelino Freitas got off to a good start, won the first 2 rounds, Diaz came back, won the 3rd, Diaz took the 4th off, and Freitas took that, but in 5 and 6, Juan Diaz is like a bull. I mean, he's like a machine, and Acelino Freitas running, looked like he's trying to survive in there, and Diaz taking him apart methodically, little by little. 3-3, but Diaz with the momentum.
And a good left hand here at the start of round 7. And another left hand.
That left hook from Diaz is money when Freitas is against the ropes. He finishes his combinations with it, and it's having great effect.
Well, one reason it's effective because he has no place to go. I'm talking Freitas, either to the right or to the left. And if he goes to the right, he's going to run into a left hook.
We saw earlier in the fight, in that sequence, when Freitas was against the ropes, he was able to place good shots countering back. Not a lot of zip coming back now. Lennox, is it time for Diaz to step the pace up now even more?
Definitely time for him to step the pace up. He's doing a good job right now. The question is, can he step up? You know, he's exerted a lot of energy in these past few rounds.
Yeah, I don't know if he goes to 11, Bob. He's kind of at 10. Reminds me of Jeff Fennick with that kind of relentless combination punch. Great featherweight champion.
Diaz misses with that roundhouse right. Counter shot by Freitas. Diaz has been down a couple of times in his career. And he responds with a left hand, trying to jump on Freitas.
What made him respond, he got hit with a great uppercut, and that just woke him up and said, no, he's not taking that, he's coming right back.
In fact, Freitas countering Diaz, kind of like Azuma Nelson tried to counter Jeff Fennick in their pair of great fights.
Right hand from Diaz. Just missed with the right there. Nice combination to the body. Freitas trying to steal the end of the round.
Started out slow.
Much better, much better. Now we're connecting, now we're connecting. Don't stop, don't stop, don't even think about it. I want to continue. Stay on him, stay on him. Work downstairs, go upstairs. Work the body.
That was a good comeback round for you. That's right, you didn't do anything. You can't let this guy get, remember I told you, catch 1 or 2 punches, you gotta fire right back. Okay?
And here we see Freitas against the ropes and comes up with a beautiful left uppercut. Now this really woke up Diaz. He didn't like this punch, so he came back, and here he comes with some relentless combination punching, trying to get back from that uppercut.
According to the CompuBox numbers, Diaz has outlanded Freitas 92-43 over the last 3 rounds. Freitas got off to a quick start. Was hurt in the 5th round. Needs to be a little more life in Freitas' legs as we start the 8th.
There's no give in Juan Diaz. Freitas is going to have to break him physically. Well, we have seen give in the past from Freitas, and that's the sense I'm getting the way this fight is going.
In order to stop Diaz, slow him down, you need to hit him, and especially use the power. So I didn't see too much power from Freitas yet. Only power I see is in the uppercut.
A good stiff jab again by Diaz. Slowed down the movement of Freitas.
Don't think you can break Diaz's will. You have to separate him from his will with a knockout kind of a punch.
Nice, we talked in the open about this is the best fighter on on Diaz's resume. What's your assessment so far from the Baby Bull?
Well, he's definitely doing well, and you know, you could say this was a good step up for him, a good test, and you know, he just needs more of these type of fights, and he's doing well.
He's a junior at the University of Houston downtown, political science major, wants to go to law school. He's trying to pass his boxing bar.
He's definitely imposing his will on Freitas in this fight, and this is what you have to do. Pressure breaks a fight. Give your opponent something he doesn't like. Pressure. Make him deal with it. He has to work harder to deal with you pushing that pressure against him and him trying to stay off the ropes. Diaz did a good move right there. He threw a couple punches, then he took a step to the side, gave him a different angle, and threw a different punch again.
Left hand to the chin scored by Diaz. Freitas flat-footed now.
Freitas is sighing almost on the ropes. Getting very discouraged.
And he gets rocked back.
Freitas almost looks either he looks tired, he almost looks like he's going to give up.
That's how pressure fighters like Diaz and Jeff Fennick before him and Jake LaMotta before him, those kind of pressure fighters that aren't big punchers in fights.
Hurt Freitas as he rocked back into the ropes.
They break the other guy's will to fight on, and it looks like that's what Juan Diaz is doing here.
Right hand to the ear by Diaz. Another emphatic round for the 23-year-old from Houston.
Diaz looks like he's in great shape. He doesn't even look winded, and he's not breathing hard.
Deep. Breathe in. How you feel? How you feel? Answer. The fight is not over. The fight is not over. Listen to me.
Just you do your work. Don't worry about that.
The fight starts now. The fight's not ending now.
What's this guy? You understand?
They stopped the fight.
They stopped the fight.
Freitas has quit in the corner on his stool. He doesn't believe he can go on. That's it.
Freitas has been there before, and once he went to that place, it became easier for him to go back to it.
And like I said, it looked like he wanted to quit, or he's either getting tired. He felt his legs, he felt his body wasn't there for him, and you know, he told his corner, that's it, I can't go out there.
You know, his corner was trying to tell him the fight is not over, the fight is not over, but he had a look of resignation similar to the look against Corrales of, but I don't want to fight anymore.
The difference with these two fighters we just saw is you have to physically break Diaz. It doesn't look like he's going to crack emotionally. And Freitas, having cracked before, found it easier to crack again.
So Juan Diaz with a defining win, 32-0, gets his 16th stoppage. Acelino Freitas did not answer the bell to start the 9th round. And after a quick start by Freitas, it was the power and the volume of punches from Juan Diaz as Freitas is embraced by his wife, Eliana. They have an 18-month-old son, Acelino Popo. They were married on national television in Brazil. And a great champion. How about his lawyer? Stopped in Foxwoods again. How about Juan Diaz? Living at home with mom and dad. There's Willie Savannah. Savannah had a gym when this roly-poly 8-year-old came in. He said, I was closing my gym. I was done. I was moving on to other things in my life. This quit will be gone in 2 to 3 weeks and we'll close the gym. And he said, all these years later, 15 years later, I'm still with Juan Diaz. Willie Savannah and the Diaz parents. You see Juan's mom, Olivia. Tears of joy for their son, Juan. Both Olivia and Fidencio and Willie Savannah make joint decisions concerning Juan's future. And they come up with a decision tonight of greatness. Time for the official time of the stoppage. Here's Mike Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, in your main event of the evening, after 8 rounds of action, the red corner retires. Therefore, the winner by TKO victory, the 2-time world champion, and now the unified WBO and WBA lightweight world champion, Juan Baby Bull Diaz.
Lennox, he made a statement tonight, didn't he?
He definitely did make a statement and looked good doing it. He went in there, applied the pressure, listened to his corner, and that's great, the fact that he can listen to his corner and, you know, his corner can tell him what to do, and he can go out there and actually apply it. Gave him good pressure, threw good punches. We wouldn't expect him to knock a person out with one punch, but he definitely threw some great punches and bunches.
Let's take a look at the final punch numbers for Juan Diaz and Acelino Freitas. And you take a look at the final punch stat numbers, and you see the fact that Freitas was busier, but a majority of that came early in the fight, in the first 3 rounds. It was Diaz who got busier and busier and more powerful as the fight went on, connecting at 38%. Power punches are always part of Diaz's game plan. And he was busier, a bit more accurate. He hurt Freitas in the 5th round, pounded him. Freitas would not answer the bell for the start of the 9th round. Juan Diaz remains perfect. He's with Max.
Juan Diaz, congratulations on just a tremendous performance. How did you stop Acelino Freitas?
Well, Max, I mean, it was one of them things where, you know, I kept putting pressure and pressure, and I felt them slowing down a little bit. I heard him, I think it was a 6th or 7th round, and, you know, I went a little crazy. You know, I'm still a maturing champion, 23 years old. I got a lot to learn, but he's a tough guy. I got to give him credit, a true champion, a true warrior.
Did you ever feel his power? Did he ever hurt you?
Nah, he didn't hurt me at one point, not at all.
Not in the 2nd round, at the end of the 2nd round?
No, you felt that, I mean, you saw it. You know, he hit me with some clean punches, and maybe I stepped back a little bit, but I jumped right back on him. You know, if I was hurt, I definitely wouldn't have done that, but I jumped right back on him. And, you know, maybe it was a good punch, but, you know, I didn't feel it. Maybe it stopped me in my tracks, but it didn't hurt me.
I know it's tough now. You're very emotional. You're very happy. Who do you want next?
Oh, man, I'm going after the other champions in the lightweight division. It don't matter who it is, you know. Bring me a champion and I'll fight him.
Okay, well, along those lines, David Diaz and Eric Morales fight for one of the meaningless belts, but Joel Casamayor is the lightweight champion of the world. Do you have any plans to fight Joel Casamayor?
Man, Max, you know, got a deal there with my manager, with Don King, but bring him on. Bring Casamayor on. If he wants to fight, let's fight, you know.
Will you feel that you are the lightweight champ, even if you have all of the belts, if you don't fight Casamayor?
Well, you know, in the people's eyes, once you have all the belts, you're a true champion. And, you know, that's all that counts. I can't do nothing else. There's no more titles to win. If you win all 4 belts, what is there to move, you know? What is there to do?
Beat the champ, Casamayor. But however, people are going to want to see you fight no matter who it is, because you seem to bring out the fighter in the other guy, because you don't stop coming. Other than the winner of Diaz Morales or Casamayor, are you looking at any of the junior lightweights? For instance, Manny Pacquiao, who may have a promotional problem, getting a big fight at 130.
You know, Max, that would be a great fight. Actually, I think that would be the fight of my dreams. You know, if Manny Pacquiao was to want to fight me, then we would go ahead and do it. You know, that to me, that would be the fight of my dreams, because, as you know, they call him the Mexican assassin. You know, and I'm a Mexican American, but at heart, I'm a true Mexican.
And you fight like a true Mexican, and although you didn't really control your inner Mexican, you went at him. Thank you from all boxing fans for a great night, Juan Diaz. We hope to see you soon. Bob.